even to make their credit even stronger, we can always go backdate their rent as well that they've been paying you on their credit report. There's certain little tricks that we can do that can help your scores go up as well because it looks more concrete that you're in certain places. So there's certain little things that we can do, like just by me just looking at the report that will help their score go up.
Please follow us on Facebook or sign up for our mailing list at www.ducommonproperties.com so you can be the first to hear about available openings. Here at Ducommon Properties in Joplin, Missouri, we pride ourselves on providing the best rentals available in the price ranges you're shopping for. Here at Ducommon Properties in Joplin, Missouri, we've right-sized our operations so we're big enough to provide you the best homes available at the prices you're shopping for. Because we've gained Joplin's trust, our listings go very quickly. Most of them don't last more than 48 hours. Some of them rent before they even make it to public marketplaces like Zillow or Craigslist. So make sure to follow our Facebook page and sign up for our emails at www.ducommonproperties.com so you can be the first to hear about available openings. Thanks so much for making the time to get on here. One of the things, so I'm primarily a landlord, and some of my houses are on lease-to-own options now. So leases with options to purchase, and so a lot of times the reason people are on those lease options to purchase is because maybe they have a solid income, a relatively solid income, but their credit isn't good enough for them to buy. So they'd like to buy, but they can't right now. And so I've seen, credit counselors before. And so one of the things I wanted to do is talk to you about, what you do, how you get people from, bad credit to house buying credit, and kind of the timelines that are involved in that. So, like, for example, the people that I'd be adding the most value to with this conversation are usually in the 400 to 500s with, a large delinquency that's not current. It's not a current delinquency, but it's a very large delinquency, maybe medical bills or...
Yeah, those are always easy for me to get off. I love a medical bill. I love those.
Okay, perfect. I want to hear all about that.
Let me tell you a little bit background about me really quickly. So I started my company a few years ago, actually just a couple. And what happened was I'm actually a male breast cancer survivor. A lot of people don't know that men can get breast cancer. And so when I was sick, I was always obsessed with credit, helping people, doing it for fun. But when I was doing radiation and chemo, I'm like, well, what am I going to do? I'm at home. So I thought about starting this company. I took a workshop about starting a business, and I'm like, could I really do this? And so I used to do it for fun. People kept sending me clients. So I said, let me just try this to turn it into a business and use all my skill set that I've been doing for fun to help people. And so I started a company, and within the first week, I had like 50 clients. And then from there now, I have over 2,000 clients. I love it because I've been growing. Now I've been trying to scale my business even more because this was not planned for me to turn this into a business at all, but it's been great. I love helping people accomplish their goals. Like you see a family that, a single mom that's trying to buy a house and just doesn't have the credit. And now she's been able to buy her house, or the family that's, just trying their best, working multiple jobs. And so I love that. And so what happens is I work with a lot of lenders as well. So the good thing about me, a lot of lenders send me clients, a lot of realtors send me clients. And so what I would like to do is also I can offer those lending services to you as well, because depending on the person, right now, interest rates are really good, really, really good, like 2.5, 2.75. And so there are also a lot of lenders that have less doc requirements, which are really great. So I always try to work on the FICO score, removing those negative items. There's so many loopholes in the system that allows me to be able to go after an account, whether it's the date that's incorrect, the amount that's incorrect, or if it's unverifiable. A lot of things are verifiable based upon old information that's on the report. I remove all of that. And so there's a system called eOscar that it's a computer system that are kind of generating people's fate. And so I know that system very well. And so if certain information is not on there, it doesn't get verified. So this is giving people a second opportunity. I mean, people make mistakes. It's called life. Think about 2020 now. This happened to all of us and we're in this together. But I always wanted to help people because people shouldn't be bound by their mistakes. Life happens.
Absolutely. Thank you. And so one of the things, when I get a new tenant on a lease with option to purchase, they'll sign a 24-month lease, and then they'll also sign an option to purchase. So within the next 24 months, they have the option to purchase that property for the price that we've negotiated, and a portion of their lease payments are going to reduce that purchase price.
You just gave me an idea. I'm sorry. This is going to
go for it.
I don't know if you know this or not, but you do know that even to make their credit even stronger, we can always go backdate their rent as well that they've been paying you on their credit report.
Okay. No, that's huge.
Yeah, that's like all it is. Even I'm gonna be completely honest because I want to be very transparent. Let's just say, for instance, even if they haven't been there 24 months, all you have to do is verify on the phone that they've been there for whatever time, and they'll put it on the credit report.
Okay. So that'll help them out a lot because that's a large payment, right? And so
that's what I'm saying. And so therefore the score will jump up. And another thing that they typically, how do people typically pay you for your mortgage? Is it by check?
They do ACH withdrawals from their bank account.
Yeah, perfect. So now we can get that reported on their credit as well. If they pay a light bill, they pay a cable bill, they pay so many different things, even Netflix. All of that is reported.
And they could, if they were working with you, if they were one of your clients, you could contact me, say, hey, can you send your QuickBooks printout of their rent payments? I could email that to you.
I don't even do that. I use the third party. They just verify either by email with you or over the phone. It's that simple.
Perfect.
And then not only that, one of them report to just one bureau, but at the end of the day, you want it to report to all three because it's the FICO score that we're looking at, and that's all three credit bureaus. So there are certain companies that will report to all three, and there's other ones that will report to one or two. So we'll utilize all of that because at the end of the day, we need to get their score up as soon as possible so they can purchase that property for them.
Awesome. Yeah, and so when they're on that 24-month lease, now they're working with you. Now, I'm reporting their rent payments through a third party. That's hitting their credit report. A lot of people are worried that within 24 months, they're not going to be able to get their credit from where it is now to being able to purchase
in months. I can do it in less than a couple of months, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't take that long.
And what's the big requirement on the person? Obviously, they can't make more poor choices. They can't miss payments. They can't do things like that.
That's what it goes by, to be honest with. It's really mindset. Because at the end of the day, people think that they are coming to me for credit repair, and they don't understand. I'm really shifting their mindset because it's just making sure that you pay things on time or you pay by the closing date. There's certain tools that, because some people don't realize, they'll sit here and pay a credit card and they're like, well, why is my score not going up? It's because you're not paying it by the closing date. There's certain little tricks that we can do that can help you. I'll give you a prime example. So I use it's called piggybacking. I'll send you an article about it. Piggybacking is basically adding authorized users to your credit report. So when that person that's been paying for all of those months, they have a high limit and great years, all of that payment history goes onto your credit report as well. So it bumps your score. Sometimes you can, just by adding one trade line, it can go up 30, 40 points. Also, those old addresses, sometimes they dictate your score. So if I remove old addresses, your scores go up as well because it looks more concrete that you're in certain places. So there's certain little things that we can do, like just by me just looking at the report, that will help their score go up.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Really awesome. So now it sounds like somebody's they're on a 24-month lease option. They get in contact with you. You shift their mindset. You help them make some minor changes to what they're doing. You help clean up some of their past history on their credit report. You help report some of the things that they're doing right now, and within a very short period of time, they can at least be hitting that minimum credit score that's required to be able to get. I always
want to do above a 670. The closest I can get to a 700, they'll have a better options, to be honest with you. But one of the most important things is that I think it's important for them if they would have had to file taxes within the past 2 years. If they owe taxes, they definitely have to set up a payment plan because that's one of the things that you need if you owe taxes. And so it's just you make a payment twice for 2 months, and then IRS will allow you to be able to purchase a home as well and give you that letter, that documentation that you need if you owe taxes. So
okay, awesome, cool. Well, that sounds super simple. It seems like if somebody doesn't have good credit, hasn't had good credit for a while, it's a no-brainer they should be working with somebody like you. Is that a fact? Okay.
Yeah,
How,
we love what we do. I'm in partner. My brother, he's one of my business partners. He's a branch manager at a bank, and like I said, I work with a lot of lenders already, and it's easy for me to get approved. I know which lender to go to based upon what's on the credit. There's a lot of science behind this. There's an algorithm as well, and so that's what I love because every situation is completely different. They're not all the same. Some people may take longer than others, but the good thing about it is that if we're doing the work, we can get them there.
all right, great. How do people get in contact with you? And obviously we can post this information, in the info wherever the people are seeing this video. But what's the best way for them to reach out, get in contact, and start cleaning up their credit?
Absolutely. They can reach me at 323-561-8446. And also you can go to www.goodcreditbuilders.com. And also you can set up a consultation there, or it's a little link that you have to set up a free consultation, and either myself or a representative from my company will reach out to you.
Awesome. Hey, thanks so much. If you're in Joplin, Missouri, and you need to clean up your credit, make sure to reach out with the information you find right here.
Exactly.